How it goes, the family? It's been a minute since I've been live here on Facebook, but before I call it a night, I said, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. A couple of minutes. So, there was a video I saw today, and there was a man talking about why men are giving up. And to me, I thought it was a very interesting subject matter. It's just like, I did not realize there was a growing population of men giving up. You know, the whole red pill versus blue pill, hypergamy, male thing. I get it in a sense. And the whole thing is, the man said the reason why a lot of men are giving up is because, and they're giving up on life, meaning that they're giving up on relationships, they're giving up on love, they're giving up on, they're giving up on a variety of things. Variety of things. They're giving up on love. They're giving up on careers. They're giving up on businesses. They want to opt out. Um, I could see, and because of that, and the reason why they're giving up is because there's a saying from an old co-worker of mine that says, "We don't evolve past high school." Excuse me, and it's that saying is very true. That statement was told to me like almost 15 years ago, but it's very true. And the fact that um, a lot of us, you get a job, you have to act a certain way. You know, some people call it professionalism, other people will call it other derogatory things. You have a business, you have to act a certain way. Some people call it professionalism, some people call it another certain way. And for your everyday working male, if they don't have, for a lot of females, not all, some but not all, some but all, as Zoe Williams would say, if they are not making a certain income, if their house doesn't look a certain way, if the car doesn't look a certain way, it's like, once again, it's like high school, then they will not get the attention of the females that they actually specifically want. It's the old story of good girls like bad guys. And honestly, and I remember talking to one of my friends, well, my best friend, about this. I understand why good girls like bad guys, because the bad guys are more aggressive. You know, the bad guys are the ones that's going to tell you what it is. The bad guys are not going to be like, "Hey there, how you doing? Yeah, I like you. I hope you like me." And you have a growing um, population of men that are acting just the way I just displayed. You know, and I'm not trying to denigrate anybody's personality. I'm not trying to denigrate anybody even being a introvert. I'm an introvert. Okay, I'm more comfortable speaking into a cell phone or to a computer than I am most people. But when I'm about my business, I'm about my business. I'm on my man stuff. I don't got time for the nonsense. So I leave it at that. But at the end of the day, I see why a lot of men have opted out of the quote unquote process of marriage, family, um, work. And when I say work, I'm not saying having a job, but I could see more and more people, saving up the little, living in a metropolitan area. So I'll say, for example, living in a major city like Houston, Dallas, DC, New York, Atlanta, renting a room out for like 5 or 10 years, and having a plan of, hey, I'm gonna put my pennies together. I'm not gonna go on vacation. I'm not gonna do X, Y, Z. I'm gonna save up enough money to get myself a place, whether it's big or small, in a small town out in the middle of nowhere, maybe population 2-3 thousand, to where I can buy a house, cash money, because trying to buy a house in a metropolitan city nowadays is very overpriced. I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna kind of clock out from society. Or you're gonna have more males saying, "I'm gonna go to a third world country," like the Passport Bros is a great example. They're gonna be like, "I'm gonna go to a third world country and try to buy myself a piece of land." Because in a lot of countries, it's like, hey, it's no such thing as a mortgage. You pay, or the way that we pay rent. It's like, hey, Do you have the money or you don't have the money? So if they can go to a specific country and put down a couple $1,000s and be debt free, I could see that happening in a big, big way. Because the world is more global than it's ever been before. And, you know, this beautiful thing called social media and having a passport, it goes hand in hand. But at the end of the day, I definitely see more and more men checking out. I could see more and more women checking out, to be honest with you, as well. Because I always say the older you get, if the lifestyle that you're living is not allowing you to move forward, allowing you to grow, allowing you to be excited about the life that you have, then that life can be very, very sad and depressing. That's just my personal opinion. I'll leave it at that. But just keeping it real. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to say, before I conclude this, I can see why more and more men are going to give up on the quote unquote conventional lifestyle. I remember one of the passport bros, seeing him online talking to one of my favorite business people, Jason Black. He lived in Medellin, I believe he lived in Medellin, Colombia. And his girlfriend was a local, and he was an IT specialist, and he worked from home job. So, and that's another, I always say that's a subject matter that's not talked about enough, where a lot of Americans, best and brightest, are leaving the United States of America, saving a lot of money on taxes, saving a lot of money on cost of living by living in quote unquote third world countries. Now, if you're doing it in a smart way, where you're not, attracting a lot of attention and things of that nature, more power to you. Expats is what they call them. But I could see more and more men doing that, moving to smaller towns to get away from society, or moving to a foreign country. Or if they stay in their major metropolitan area, they're just going to check out and not engage with the idea of dating, the idea of marriage, the idea of parenthood, the idea of a lot of things. Because my mind, and this is for me, my personal opinion, if it's a lifestyle that you got to constantly take a vacation from mentally and physically, then it is not the lifestyle for you. All right. So on that note, do the great thing for things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great night. Make money moves, or you're gonna live like a fool. Take care.